Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatim Uttama Shloke Bhaktirabhavati Naishtaki Rudraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. So we're reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 3rd canto, 21st chapter, titled as Conversation between Manu and Kardama Rishi. So as we learned from the previous shloka, that Kardama Muni is doing austerity for 10,000 years because he is one of the personality who is responsible for creating progeny on the planet. So Kardama Muni decided to do tapasya of the Lord Vishnu and get blessings from him. So Kardama Muni did tapasya, austerity for 10,000 years. And after 10,000 years, then he could see personality of Godhead, Vishnu, in front of him, face to face, very nicely decorated. So when Lord Vishnu came in front of Kardama Muni started praying to Lord Vishnu. And he said that, Oh Lord, when I see your darshan, when I take your darshan, all my desires of life are fulfilled. I have achieved the ultimate perfection. Your lotus feet, O Lord Vishnu, are the ultimate abode of all the great yogis. And with your blessings only, we can cross over this material ocean, which is of repeated birth and death, samsara sagar. So those who are intelligent will definitely surrender to you and serve you and not go after the material desires. And sometimes Lord is so kind and merciful that even somebody approaches Lord Krishna with the material desires, Krishna helps, fulfills them. But an intelligent person will always ask for service rather than material desires. Usually people are attracted to God for material things. Oh God, give me this, give me that. But one who is intelligent, Srila Prabhupada explained in the previous verse, that he will not go for the material things which are temporary. One who is intelligent will worship the Lord for the seva, for the service. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye, mama janmani janmanishware bhavta bhaktir rahe tuki bhai. Like that. So in this way, Kardama Muni has pleased the Lord. Now he is going to ask something from the Lord, not for himself, but for the purpose for which his duty or responsibility is. One of the responsibility was to give rise to more children who can propagate the Vedic culture, Vedic dharma. So he had to get married. And in this shloka, Kardama Muni is pleasing the Lord and asking him something. And then Srila Prabhupada is explaining the whole process. So we're going to learn something about it. How one can select a life partner in the marriage life. So that is described here in this shloka. Let's learn something from this shloka. So shloka number 15, you may repeat after me. तथा स चाहं परिवोढुकामा तथा स च अहम परिवोढुकामा साम्नाशिलं गृहमेधं धेनुं साम्ना शीलं गृहमेधधेनुं उपेयिवान् मूलमशेषमूलम् उपेयिवान् मूलमशेषमूलम् दुराशया कामदुग्धा अङ्घ्रिपस्य दुराशया कामदुराङ्घ्रिपस्य. So Kardama Muni is praying to Lord Vishnu and he is saying, "Oh Lord Vishnu, I want to marry now because my duty is to produce the children who are Krishna conscious. So I want to marry, but can you please help me? Desiring to marry a girl like this disposition who may prove to be a veritable cow of plenty in marriage, my marriage life. To satisfy my lustful desire, I too have sought the shelter of your lotus feet, which are source of everything. For you are like a desire tree." So here, Maitreyi Kardama Muni is saying that, "O Lord, I have approached you for the marriage. Please guide me, whom should I marry, so that I can serve you very nicely." So in purport, Srila Prabhupada is explaining about this shloka. Prabhupada is saying, in spite of his condemning the person who approaches the Lord for material advantage, Kardama Muni expressed his desire, material inability and desire before the Lord, saying, "Although I know that nothing material should be asked from you, I nevertheless desire to marry a girl of like disposition." So when we go to the Lord, we should not ask for the material things. But here, Kardama Muni is asking something from the Lord because he wants to serve the Lord. Sometimes married grahasthas can also serve the Lord by giving birth to children who are worth of Krishna, spreading Krishna consciousness. Like now, Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave rise to the children like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. Now, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj spread the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over. And the same was carried forward by Prabhupada, whose father was Gaur Mohan De. So they produce the children who are dedicated for service of Krishna in terms of spreading the knowledge of Vedas. So we can approach the Lord. Many times you can see that devotees do tapasya to get a child like God. We have seen that Lord Krishna's parents, Vasudeva and Devaki, in their previous life, they were Vrishni and Suttanpad, and they did the tapasya for thousands of years and pleased the Lord and said, "I want a child like you." So then Lord appeared as a child of Devaki and Vasudeva. So in this way, Kardama Muni is approaching the Lord saying that, "I want to get married and can you please guide me on this, that whom should I marry?" The phrase like disposition is very significant. Formerly, boys and girls of similar disposition were married. Similar natures of boy and girls were united. This is very important, right? That marriage has to be between the similar nature. So if both of them have similar nature, then they will be happy. Otherwise, there will be trouble. Prabhupada says, not more than 25 years ago, and perhaps still it current, parents in India used to consult the horoscope of boy and girl to see whether there would be factual union in their psychological conditions. These considerations are very important. So Prabhupada is saying that in the former times, and still in many places, they see Kundali, horoscope of boy and girl, and making sure both of them are fit for each other. These considerations are still important. Nowadays, marriage takes place without consultation, and therefore, soon after marriage, there is divorce and separation. Nowadays, more than 50% of the marriage get separated in first few years because they do not go for proper matching. So horoscope has importance there, so it should be looked into it. Formerly, husband and wife used to live peacefully together throughout their whole lives, but nowadays it is a very difficult task. Nowadays, the little mismatch and they get separated. So that is a very big issue in the modern world because the marriage is the foundation of whole society. If foundation is weak, then the society gets disturbed. Kardama Muni wanted to have a wife like disposition because the wife is necessary to assist in the spiritual and material advancement. His husband and wife, they work together to serve Lord, then they can do it very nicely. If only one person is engaged in service and other is not, then advancement is difficult. It is said that a wife yields fulfillment of all desires of economic, religion, economic development, and sense gratification. If one has nice wife, he is considered to be the most fortunate man. So, role of wife in husband's life is very important because dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. So, wife plays a very crucial role. So, if one has a proper life partner, then it is a fortune. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult. In astrology, a man is considered fortunate who has great wealth, very good sons, and very good wife. So, according to Vedas, who is a fortunate? One who is good by the wealth, one who has good children, good son, and wife is also good. Of these three, one who has a very good wife is considered the most fortunate. Before marrying, one should select a wife of like disposition and not to be enamored by so-called beauty or other attractive features for sense gratification. Now, Prabhupada is giving a big warning here. Says when you select a wife, select from the quality, not like from what a guna he has, she has. What are the good qualities she has or husband has. Do not go for external things, which are just like a sense gratificatory activities. One who is looking very beautiful or very smart or handsome boy. They might be looking externally very beautiful, but if they do not have good qualities, then what is the point, right? In the Bhagavatam 12th canto, it is said that in Kali Yuga, marriage will be based on consideration of sex life. So as soon as there is deficiency in sex life, the question of divorce will arise. This is described actually in the 12th canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, what will be the nature of people in the Kali Yuga. In the Kali Yuga, people marry each other for their personal requirements. They have no higher goal of life in the marriage. So in the Kali Yuga, the divorce rate is very high because people marry for sense gratification. And as soon as the sense gratification stops, the marriage gets separated. Or ego satisfaction, very high ego. Marriage is a life of sacrifice. we all should consider giving up our conveniences for the higher goal in the life. And what is the higher goal of marriage life? Husband and wife both serve together to Krishna. For that, some things here and there we have to let it go. But vivaha, vishesh, so here vivaha is a special word used for marriage. And what is that? So husband and wife surrender themselves to Lord Vishnu. Vivaha. Vi means Vishnu, Vaha means to surrender or to serve. So husband and wife, they surrender to service of Lord Krishna. That is the marriage life. Marriage life is not for sense gratification or for personal gains. It is for service of Krishna, for spiritual advancement, and that wife has a very crucial role. So his Prabhupada says, one who has a good wife, spiritual nature, is the most lucky husband. Kardama Muni could have asked his benediction from Uma, for it is recommended in scriptures that if anybody wants a good wife, he should worship Uma. You see this? This is the scriptures. There are various recommendations. Like in the scripture, it is mentioned if you want good husband, then the girls would worship Lord Shiva. So they do worship of Lord Shiva on Mondays because for certain Mondays they will worship Lord Shiva so that they want good husband. Similarly, if somebody wants a good wife, then one is requested to do worship of Uma, who is the wife of Lord Shiva. So that is the tradition. But here Kardama Muni worshipped Lord Vishnu, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why? Because it is recommended in Bhagavatam that everyone, whether he is full of desires, has no desire or liberation, should worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu. Why did Kardama Muni did not go and worship Uma Mata? And he worshipped Lord Vishnu because Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam says that even if somebody has a desire to have a sense gratification or have material things, or somebody has a desire to get liberation, mukti, or somebody has a desire to become one with the Lord, anyhow, the best person to approach is Lord Vishnu. Of these three classes of man, one tries to be happy by fulfillment of material desires. Another wants to be happy by becoming one with the Supreme. And another perfect man is a devotee of Lord. He does not want anything in return from the personality of Godhead. He only wants to render transcendental loving service. So, devotees usually do not want anything. As I said previously, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Dhana, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam, va jagadisha kamaye. Hey Lord, I do not want anything like money or power or prestige. Mama, janmani janmani shware bhavata bhakti rahetu ki tvayi. Life after life after life, I just want your devotional service. He does not want anything material from the personality of Godhead, but he wants devotional service. In any case, everyone should worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for he will fulfill everyone's desire. What is the advantage of worshipping Lord Krishna over worshipping other Devi Devatas? The advantage of worshipping Supreme Personality of Godhead is that even if one has a desire for material enjoyment, if he worships Krishna, he will become gradually purified. And ultimately, he will have no more material hankerings. So, this is how one should approach Krishna. Even you want material. As Dhruva Maharaj, there is a story. Dhruva Maharaj approached to Lord Vishnu because he wanted a kingdom bigger than his father Uttanpada. So he approached Lord Vishnu. But after seeing Lord Vishnu, he said, oh, I was praying for a kingdom, but looking at you, You are so magnanimous that I do not want any material things from you. I was looking for a diamond. I was looking for, sorry, a piece of glass and I found a diamond. So I do not want anything. So a devotee of Lord, he does not want anything. But sometimes devotee can worship Lord Vishnu. Even if they want material, they will go to Krishna, not with anybody else. So here Kardama Muni is requesting the Lord that can you please guide me? How should I select my life partner? Or can you please advise me? It is very important to take guidance of Guru and elders in the family for the marriage purpose. Is because a life partner is a very important person in the spiritual life. Because ultimately, husband and wife, both of them, the goal is that they want to serve Lord Krishna in this life. That is the purpose of marriage life. So here, Kardama Muni is praying to Lord Vishnu that please give me advice. How do I get married? Whom should I get married? Please help me. With that, we'll pause here. We'll continue next time. Vindraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki Srila Prabhupada.